This psychological experiment is one of the most famous experiments in history. It changed everything we know about obedience. And you've probably heard of it, but I bet you've never seen it. In 1961, a psychologist at Yale University designed an experiment to study obedience. He wanted to find out how far people would go to obey an authority figure. The participants were told that they would be paid for their participation and would be asked to perform some simple tasks. They were also told that the experiment would be over when they heard a loud bang. The first part of the experiment went as expected. The participants were asked to read some words out loud, and then they were asked to sort some shapes. But then something unexpected happened. The researchers stopped the experiment and told the participants that they had performed poorly. They told the participants that they would have to take an intelligence test the next day and that they would be paid based on their performance. The participants were then given a series of tasks to complete, each of which was more difficult than the last. As the experiment progressed, the participants became increasingly frustrated, and some of them began to cry. However, none of the participants stopped to ask why they were being treated this way. They simply obeyed the instructions and tried to complete the tasks. When the experiment was over, the participants were debriefed and they were told the true purpose of the study. They were then asked to rate the experiment on a survey. The results of the experiment were shocking. All of the participants said that they would not recommend the experiment to others, and many of them said that they felt humiliated and degraded. Despite this, the experiment was repeated several times with similar results. It changed the way psychologists think about obedience, and it showed that people are willing to obey authority figures even when they are being mistreated. So what was the point of this experiment? Why did the researchers subject these people to this level of stress? The researchers wanted to understand the psychology of obedience. They wanted to find out what makes people obey authority figures and what the consequences of obedience can be. Their findings have been used to develop interventions to prevent people from blindly obeying authority figures. They have also been used to help people understand the psychology of cults and totalitarianism. If you want to learn more about this experiment, I highly recommend reading about it. Just search for the details. You won't regret it.